And introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 74.1 kilograms and trains under Matt Bones Williams and Jesse Arnott out of Bones MMA. Making his amateur debut tonight inside the Eternal Cage, fighting out of Torquay, Australia. Make some noise for Kourosh, the big Kourosh Arvan! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 75 kilograms and trains under Kerry Dunn out of Shindo New Breed MMA, boasting an undefeated amateur record, 2 wins, no losses. Fighting out of Gold Coast, Australia, this is Mad Max Kruger! And when our action begins, our referee in charge, Claire Fry.
Claire Fry, the lady in the middle for this one. Mad Max Kruger in the red. Kourosh Arvan fighting out of the blue corner, and you heard the crowd get behind their man.
Fighter ready.
Max Kruger, no doubt who has the hometown advantage here. They touch him up, and here we go. Tanera Nathan, cage side with Chong Ali. Takedown right off the bat for Mad Max.
Max shooting low and deep into those hips and putting Arvan on his back. He's a little bit high on that. Oh, he's gone to north-south now, and but Arvan's scrambling really well. He's onto his all fours now, trying to stand up. Max trying to keep his weight down on him. It looks like he's trying to establish some grips. He's gone to looking for a headlock at the moment, but Arvan's back to his feet and wrestling up. Nice knee to the head there by Kruger. But
more pressure coming from Arvan. And hard to think that this kid's only 17, Chong.
Arvan's done really well. I'm quite impressed with him weathering that early storm and just really taking his time and being patient to establish a position that he just seems comfortable in. Like he's not doing too much right now. He's giving himself enough time and space to settle into this rhythm while he makes Kruger try to work off the cage. There's a good knee to the thigh. And Kruger's happy to sort of just chill there for a bit, I think. He's going to try and fight some grips. He's going to try and turn off the cage, but I think he's got to start by pummeling a little bit and creating a little bit of space between Arvan's head and Kruger's elbow so that he can sneak that under and establish another underhook to try and turn him.
Just over halfway in round number 1, Eternal 83. Later on tonight, 2-time Eternal middleweight champion John Fraser puts his belt on the line against the Fight Center's Ben Johnston. 5 rounds of explosive action coming your way in tonight's main event here at Eternal 83.
Looks like
Mad Max attacking the neck. Over to you, Chong.
Looks like Kruger's trying to sink in a bit of a guillotine here. Looks like he's used that really well to sink some knees in there. And now he's landing some good shots and relentless with the wrestling. It's such a great sequence. Once again, the beauty of MMA, it just doesn't stop. You can just transition from one technique to the next. And now that it hits the ground, it doesn't stop either. So Kruger's again establishing his side control.
2 from 2 in takedowns for Max Kruger. That's a big cut over the right eye of Arvan. He's right in front of his corner where he needs to be, but he can't afford to spend much longer on the bottom. Mount for Mad Max. Almost. Back into side control now. Arvan needs to turn the tide.
Arvan trying to push off the cage. Using the cage a little bit there offensively. And Kruger's trying to establish some position on his back. He's got 1 hook in, he's got 2 hooks in. Might be a little bit high off on his back now, but he's going to soften him up with a few shots from the back. This is a great round from Kruger. Really, really showing some dominance in all the positions.
Let's go. Time.
Huge round for Mad Max Kruger.
Round 2.
Underway, round 2, here we go.
Let's see what kind of adjustments Arvan's going to make this round. You've already seen that he's come out with a kick. That's not something we saw in the first round.
Check left lands flush for Arvan. Better shape shown by the man from Melbourne. And again with that stiff jab down the middle. Mad Max, a right hand of his own. And there it is again, looking for his 3rd takedown of the fight. Unsuccessful so far. They break center cage for Kourosh.
Arvan did really well to establish a couple of underhooks there to negate that takedown, but here he goes again. That's a good chain from Kruger there. We're going from a double, establishing some grips for a hip toss, but now he finds himself in a bit of a precarious position with Arvan trying to climb to his back.
Positional control for Arvan, and some big shots landed from half mount there, Chong.
I tell you what, I'm really impressed with Arvan's composure at
Absolutely.
17 years old. And the adversity of the first round, and he's come back and look at the position he's in.
Well, this is how you fight back from adversity, Chong. A great display of heart from the man from Bones MMA.
Now he's working Kruger up against the cage, and he's not backing down. Kruger's had to use his hands to try and get him off him, throw some straighter shots, try and keep him away. And I think Arvan threatening that front straight kick, that up kick. Not really a teep, but it's more of an up kick, and just more of a threat. But Kruger with the wrestling, he's just relentless with it.
Too much muscle for Max Kruger. 3 from 3 now as we approach the minute mark of our second round.
And we find Kruger once again inside control, and I think this is going to be the story of the fight. This is where Kruger has had a chance to just establish himself and regulate his breathing while making Arvan take his weight and trying to find a way out. Looks like Arvan's trying to find a bit of a... Not quite sure what he's looking for here. But Kruger doing well to just stay calm, keep his weight down. 30 seconds left in the fight, and it just looks like they've really well and truly settled into this fight now as Kruger forces a scramble and gets back to his feet.
30 seconds left in round 2. Better showing from Arvan in this one. And you'd have to think if he can keep this up and possibly get a takedown, he may have found favor with the judges as we count down the final 10 seconds.
Yeah, Arvan's done really well to finish off this round with you know, some more aggressive wrestling, trying to match Kruger's wrestling energy.
We call time on round 2. We will see a third and final.
Third and final, let's go.
Straight away, Max is shooting for that takedown again, and you can see Arvan is not settling now. As soon as he bounces off the mat, he's up and he's looking for something else to do.
Tonight's matchup proudly presented by Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey. Huge thanks to our friends there. And a reversal by Arvan. Positional control for him now and a big slam.
Beautiful.
Now he's got to work here, Chong.
Yeah, that's going to be really good for his confidence, for him to land a big takedown like that. You know, those are the moments that the judges remember and the crowd remembers as well. So he's going to make something happen from this. It looks like he's trying to step over that leg to try and get to a full mount, but Max has done well to sort of get that knee in for a bit of a shield, but it's going to be a bit of a scramble to try and get back to half guard. If Arvan can step over that knee, and oh, that's good work there from Kruger to scramble out of that position, using that knee to leverage and push Arvan off. That's a good switch kick there. And now the boys really letting their hands go and chaining into the wrestling.
Well, it must have been something that his coach said to him, Matt Williams. He's one of the best in the business. We'll see him join the commentary team later on tonight for our main card. And it seems to have worked, Chong. His man, the big Kourosh, putting it into action here in round 3.
Yeah, I think as the fight's gone on, I think you can see Arvan settling in a little bit more, and he's sort of forgotten a little bit about the lights and the crowd now. It just looks like he's a bit more comfortable in there. He's working his game, and you can just see he's just not stopping. He's just relentless. Really just minding his P's and Q's in there, making sure he's doing the little things right. And he's just not settling. He's not stopping, I should say. He has settled, but it's just not stopping.
Final minute of round 3. And again, the debate continues. Chong Ali, it could be 2-0 to Mad Max. It could be 1 apiece. But again, the lasting image of this bout here at Eternal 83.
Oh, and Kruger is just so good, so game. You know, he's just turned up in shape. It's those moments where you just need to dig deep and find that one more explosion to get out of this position and create a scramble.
Great work here from Arvan. He knows he's got to pull a rabbit out of the hat here.
Arvan showing a lot of dominance in the wrestling game in this third round. He's getting to the positions that he wants. He's doing that little bit extra to push a little bit harder to get into those positions. But man, Kruger, both boys just bringing it tonight.
Absolutely relentless from Mad Max Kruger. 5 takedowns here in this matchup, and that could be the nail in the coffin for Kourosh Arvan. As he gets back to his feet.
What a fight.
Clear Fry gets in between them and says, well done, boys. They go the distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this fight 29-28 for your winner via unanimous decision in the blue corner, Kourosh.